There it is.
writing.
Yeah, always. Got to remember what they want me to do.
Guys,
At least I have to act like I remember. Oh yeah, I knew that was going to
it's
happen.
good to be an improv guy.
Yeah,
So
man.
you can kind of.
You know, it's all about preparation, and then you're free. You prepare the asshole, and then whatever happens will be okay.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, you know who I used to get piano lessons with? Bernie Williams. The great baseball player, Bernie Williams,
Oh,
for
yeah.
the Yankees.
Yeah.
I gave him piano lessons and composition lessons for a year, you know.
Wow.
And we used to talk about that, about pressure. And he really was a proponent of trust your preparation. As long as you know you're prepared, then you got nothing to worry about. That was his big thing, man.
It's interesting.
It's really right.
Yeah. Well, in sports, at a certain point, all the practice becomes muscle memory, and
But
I
you still have to
imagine.
adapt in the moment. That's the
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, but then you don't have to go back to basics. The basics are going to take care of themselves. I guess the same thing.
It's exactly the same. That's what's so good. In fact, he wrote a book called The Rhythms of the Game, which, and I'm in it, in which he talks about the connection between sports and music.
Wow.
And he's got like a bunch of musicians quoting, quotes and stuff about how are they connected. The only difference is like nobody's usually rooting against you when you're playing music. You know, that's the only difference. And they don't throw beers at you. You know, like
Well,
an
I did
outfield.
almost have a fight with a friend. I said, we have the best music in our city. No, we have the best music. So I was,
Well, that's good. He thinks so too. Where's his?
I'm making that up.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay.
Years ago, the rabbis put together this humorous kind of a slideshow, and they showed like a picture of two tents. Rabbi talked about a desert island where
Oh, right. That's the temple where I used to go. Yeah.
Never going to.
I've heard that one for church too. Same thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I'll have to have book. Somebody recommended.
Oziv Zimrat Yah Vayihili Lishua. My strength and the holy act of singing together will be my source of redemption. Our ancestors sang these words as they left the land of Egypt and they set out in search of their promised land. And we find ourselves once again at Passover, still seeking redemption by singing together, whether in this sanctuary or around the Seder table. Maybe we can come a little bit closer together if we feel comfortable. It's this big sanctuary, we've got this intimate crowd. If you feel comfortable, maybe look around and find somebody to sit with if you came by yourself. My name is Cantor Isaac Sonadasor, grateful to sing together with Cantor Danielle Rudnisky and Pete Mallon-Verney, with our temple president Warren Haber, and of course with this makhelah, this choir, this singing community here tonight. This Shabbat is a noteworthy one on the Jewish calendar. Shabbat Hagadol, the great Shabbat that precedes Passover. Tradition has it that this is the night of the Passover offering. It's the night of vigil when our ancestors marked the doorposts of their homes that no harm would come to them as God visited the final plague upon the land of Egypt. I imagine the terror of that night when the Israelites did not know the outcome of the story, that this night of terror would be followed by the wonders of the parted sea and the celebratory song on the other side. This Shabbat Hagadol, this great Shabbat, feels like such a night of vigil. In the past week, our community waited with dread as drones and missiles entered Israel's airspace, seriously wounding a young Bedouin girl, and another 18 were wounded in the north. And then we woke up today fearing the fallout of Israel's overnight strikes on Iran. May it be that tonight, our great Shabbat, our night of vigil like that of our ancestors, is followed by a dawn of redemption. And on this final night of our people's captivity, let us kindle lights in remembrance of the 133 hostages still held within Gaza. May we keep an open seat for them at our Seder table. Gracious to the ones I love, and bless them with goodness and mercy and peace. Oh, hear my prayer to you. Let us light these lights and see the way to you, and let us say Amen. Let us light these lights and see the way to you, and let us say
Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitzanim b'mitzvotov, v'tzivanu l'aseh divrei Shabbat.
And let us say Amen. My friends, we will continue with Kabbalat Shabbat, with the songs of the anticipation of the coming of the Shabbat bride, page 131, Yadid Nefesh. That was an old page number. Serves me right.
$128 or $129 is my guess.
Me too. You were right, 128, Cantor. Yalla, 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 la, 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 yalla. Page 138. Come, my beloved, to greet the Shabbat bride.
Shamar v'zachor v'dibur echad, Hishmianu el hamukad. Adonai echad u'shmo echad, L'shemo tiferet v'litila lecha. Likrat Shabbat lechu v'nelcha, ki im lekor haberacha. Mirosh mikethem mesucha, sof ma'aseh v'machshavat tchila lecha. Likrat kala penei Shabbat nekabela. Likrat kala penei Shabbat nekabela.
We turn to page 146. Baruchu et Adonai HaMevorach.
Baruch Adonai HaMevorach leolam va'ed.
Baruch Adonai HaMevorach leolam va'ed. Page 150. Ahavat olam Beit Yisrael Amecha ahavta Amcha ahavta Torah Chukim u'mishpatim Otanu limadeta Al kein Adonai Eloheinu b'shocheinu uv'kumeinu nasiach bechukecha v'nismach b'divrei toratecha uv'mitzvotecha leolam va'ed ki heim chayenu ve'orech yameinu uvahem negei yomam v'layla negei yomam v'layla ואהבתך אל תסיר ממנו לעולמים. ברוך אתה אדוני אוהב עמו ישראל. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Vaed. You may be seated. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha bechol levavcha uvchol nafshecha uvechol meodecha ve'hayu hadevarim ha'ele asher anochi metzavecha hayom al levavecha ושיננתם לבניך, ודיברת בם, בשבתך בביתך, ובלכתך בדרך, ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם להות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך, ובשעריך, למען תזכרו, ועשיתם את כל מצוותי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם. In every generation, one must imagine having personally gone forth from Egypt, and realizing how it's actually, with the words of our liturgy, it's actually quite easy to do this. Because as we're flipping through the words of our prayer book, everywhere we look, there are these little phrases that remind us of the Exodus from Egypt. I was thinking of it just now, even in this idea of this mutual love, that we are singing of the love that God has for the people of Israel, and then the love that we then have to teach to our children. And what will we be doing over the course of the next couple of days, except for teaching the lessons of the Haggadah to our children, or rather that sometimes our children teach us. If any of us have to recite the 4 questions still, if any of us are still the youngest in our family. Even looking forward, we look throughout the words of Ahavat Olam, which is specifically talking about that we will stay up and meditate on the teachings of Torah day and night. And that's exactly what we do with our Seder, that we stay up all night and we continue to have deep, important conversations about life, about Torah. And so everywhere we turn, we have these reminders of how we truly can live out the lessons of the Exodus every day of our lives. And so when we turn to the words of Mi Chamocha on page 158, we sing these words that our ancestors sang on the dawn of their redemption. We sing Mi Chamocha, these words that were from the Song of the Sea, and we sing them to a melody that has been sung for as long as our people can remember. Page 161.
Understanding among us, let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Let there be love and understanding among us, let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms.
Hashkivenu, Adonai Eloheinu. Hashkivenu, Leshalom.
Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storm. Page 164. Open my eyes to truth. Open my hands to give freely. Open my lips to good words, to pure words. Open my heart to love. Open my eyes to truth. Open my hands to give freely. Open my lips to good words, to pure words. Open my heart to love.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu ve'Elohei Avoteinu ve'Imoteinu Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak ve'Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka Elohei Rachel ve'Elohei Leah Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor ve'Hanora El Elyon Gomel Chasadim Tovim Vekonei Hakol Vezocher Chasdei Avot Ve'imahot Umevi Geula Livnei Bneihem Leman Shemo Be'ahava Melech Ozer Moshia Umagen Baruch atah Adonai Magen Avraham Ve'ezrat Sarah Ata Gibor Leolam Adonai Mechayei Hakol Ata Rav Lehoshia Mashiv Haruach Umorid Hagashem Mechalkel Lechayim Bechesed Mechayei Hakol Berachamim Rabim Somech Nofelim Berofei Cholim Umatir Asurim Umekayim Emunato Lishenei Afar Michamocha Ba'al Gevurot Umido Melach Melech Memit Umechaya Umatzmiach Yeshua Veneheman Nata Lehachayot Hakol Baruch Ata Adonai Mechayei Hakol Ata Kadosh V'Shimcha Kadosh Ukdoshim Bechol Yom Yehallelu Chasela Baruch Ata Adonai Ha'el HaKadosh. May we take the next few moments for silent meditation, the words of the prayer book, or simply the words within your own heart. כאילו יצא ממצרים.
בכל דור ודור חייב אדם לראות את עצמו כאילו הוא יצא ממצרים, יצא ממצרים, יצא ממצרים, יצא ממצרים. בכל דור ודור חייב אדם לראות את עצמו כאילו יצא ממצרים, יצא ממצרים, יצא ממצרים, יצא ממצרים.
Can you picture yourself crossing through and wandering the desert? Can you feel the wind support you as you go? Do you hear the cries of those left behind, still hoping for tomorrow? Do you fear the mountain you still have to climb? בכל דור ודור
חייב אדם
לראות את עצמו כאילו יצא ממצרים, יצא ממצרים, יצא ממצרים, יצא ממצרים. Each year, when we gather with our loved ones for Passover Seder, we recite the words you just heard. Bechol dor vador, chayav adam lirot et atzmo, ki'ilu hu yatsa mimitzrayim. In every generation, we must see ourselves as though we personally went out from Egypt. On this Pesach, I don't think it'll be too difficult for us to imagine. The Hebrew word for Egypt, Mitzrayim, shares its root with the word tsar, meaning narrow. In our sacred story, Egypt was our narrow place. Today, the whole world feels narrow, like we are tightrope walking with no protective net over a deep chasm. Whether we are thinking about Israel, Gaza, Iran, Ukraine, Russia, or rising anti-Semitism around the world, there is no shortage of war and conflict over which to fret. Rabbi Nachman of Breslov said, "The whole world is a very narrow bridge, and the most important thing is not to be afraid." I understand the impulse to say, hey, just don't be afraid. Set aside your fear and put one foot in front of the other until you make it past this challenge. But to fear is human. In fact, it's a survival mechanism for us. Jewish singer-songwriter Alana Arian brilliantly suggests a different interpretation of this famous phrase. The most important thing is on the other side of fear. We can't ignore our emotions.
We must feel our fear, sit in it, and walk through it. Only then can we make it to the other side. At a time of so much fear, pain, and suffering, we pray that we will indeed make it to the other side together. The most important thing is on the other side. The most important thing is on the other side. The most important thing is on the other side of fear. Kol ha'olam kulo, kol ha'olam kulo, gesher tzar, gesher tzar me'od. When we are afraid, it's easy to feel as if we are all alone. That is precisely the moment in which we must reach out to our family, friends, and perhaps even to God for support. 11th century Spanish poet Yehuda Halevi wrote, "My heart cries out to you, please draw near to me. The moment I reach out for you, I find you reaching in for me." Sometimes it's as simple as saying, "Hey, I need you right now. Let's be in this together," whether you are speaking to a person or to God. In Psalm 118, we read, "Min ha-meitzar karatiya." From the meitzar, from the narrow place, I called to you. Anani va-merchav ya. You answered me from a wide expanse. When we feel constricted by the circumstances of our lives or by the terrible conflicts of the world, let us call out to the ones we love, and let us trust that they will answer. Min ha-meitzar karatiya, So this is my blessing for us tonight. May we reach out when we are in a fearful or narrow place. And may others generously reach their hands and their hearts back to us. May we all find the spaciousness and the freedom we are seeking. May there be shalom and shlemut, peace and wholeness. And may we soon see the day when all people will sit under their vine and under their fig tree with no one to make them afraid. Ken Yehi Ratzon. May I be safe. May I be free. May I find space to just be. Can you hear our tone? Can you hear our tone? May I find my way back home. Can you hear our tone? Can you hear our tone? May I find my way back home. May we be safe. May we be safe. May we be free. May we find space to just be. Can you hear our song? Can you hear our song? May we find our way back home. Can you hear our song? Can you hear our song? May we find our way back home. Shabbat Shalom. We're going to join together on page 377 with a prayer for the state of Israel. Sha'alu shalom Yerushalayim, yishlayu ohavayich. Pray for the peace of Jerusalem. May those who love you prosper. O Heavenly One, protector and redeemer of Israel, bless the state of Israel, which marks the dawning of hope for all who seek peace. Shield it beneath the wings of your love. Spread over it the canopy of your peace. Send your light and truth to all who lead and advise, guiding them with your good counsel. Establish peace in the land and fullness of joy for all who dwell there. And let us say, Amen. We also take a moment on this Shabbat Hagadol, this great Shabbat, just before the season of our freedom, we hope, to think about those in our families, in our community, and our circles of concern who are in need of that extra healing blessing, whether that be healing of the mind, body, or spirit. If there is someone you are thinking of this Shabbat to whom you'd like to send that blessing, I invite you to rise and share their name with us at this time. We hold those names in our hearts, and we also recite the names of those in our WRT community who are in need of healing. Binyamin ben Reuven, Jeffrey Millman, Malka Gila bat Bina, Chaike Chana bat Sora Fagel, Maurice Miller, Emerson Lorenzoni, Jake Cohen, Zachary Snedeker, Francisco Frank Narciso, Elaine Gordon, Tzvi Hersh Ben Yehuda, Martha Heller, Beth Dworetsky, Judy Balsam, Ilana Bat Shmuel, Deborah Kapnick, Chava Bat Sara, Eliyahu Chaim Ben Fradel, Sheila Freed, Jenny Kaufman, and Ronald Keeves. We hold these names in our hearts as we turn to page 371 for our Misha Berach prayer.
Turn to page 586, Aleinu L'Shabeach. Aleinu L'Shabeach La'adon HaKol, Ateit Kedula Le'yotzer Bereshit, Shelo Asanu Kegoyei Haratzot, Velo Samanu K'mishpechot Ha'adama, Shelo Sam Chelkeinu Kahem, וגור עלינו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו אחד. As the Israelites are leaving Egypt, Moses brings with them the bones of his ancestor Joseph. And throughout their journey, throughout the wilderness, the Israelites carried the ark of Joseph alongside the ark containing the Torah. I thought of this image in reading the words of Rabbi Jack Stern, whose yahrzeit we observe this evening. Rabbi Stern turns to a story told by Elie Wiesel as he returned after the war to his native village of Siget, where practically no Jews remained after the war. And the story goes, I met a Jew, one of the rare survivors, and we walked through the cemetery of Siget. To be a Jew, I asked, what does this mean to you? Does it mean turning your heart into a cemetery? No, my companion said. The heart of man is a sanctuary, and the dead, by definition, have no right to be there. To be a Jew is to fill the sanctuary with light, without betraying the cemetery. Rabbi Stern teaches on the story, and this is what the Jewish journey means This is what Yizkor means, to do honor to our beloved dead by filling our hearts with the light of their lives and not the darkness of their death, with gifts, not with ghosts, with peace and not with pain. This evening, we carry the memory of our loved ones as we fill our hearts with the light of their lives. We invite you in the following order to rise. If you have laid your loved one to rest within the past week, within the past 30 days, within the past year, and if this evening marks the anniversary of the loss of your loved one. Our WRT remembers all those who have been laid to rest in the past 30 days. Francine Tanser, mother of Sutolchin. Arthur Rafkind, husband of Pat Hirsch Rafkind, and stepfather of Hilary Emmerman. Gary Goldstein, father of Beth Bernstein. Rita Londa, mother of Eric Londa. Kenneth Saltzman, brother-in-law of Yoel Magid. Phyllis Finkelstein, grandmother of Ross Fieldston. Lawrence Raphael, brother of Bruce Raphael. Warren Haber, husband of Sue Ellen Haber, father of Warren Haber Jr., father-in-law of Darlene LeFrancois Haber, uncle of Brett Haber, and grandfather of Rachel Abigail and Naomi Haber. Vivian Adler, grandmother of Tracy, Lauren, and Jacob Wiener. Barbara Ann Wald, sister of Steve Frankel and aunt of Pam Frankelstein. Robert Discolo, loved one of Pamela Dickstein. And the anniversary of their death, Ann Auspitz, Pearl Basser, Rhoda Bauman, Dorothy F. Braun, Ruth Brenner, Milton Berger, Burton Chandler, Herbert Cheskin, Stephen Cohen, Lena Elkin, David Geller, Alvin Glasser, Harriet Goldberg, Joan Mark, Ruth Graham, Alan Gruber, Diane Hallenbeck, George Herzog, Jacob Hyatt, Frederick Jaffe, Rebecca Jajan, David Z. Johnson, Saul Bud Capel, Florence Caron, Anne Lichtenstein, Mark Lorinsky, William Mantell, Marie Nelson, Ruth Ortner, Nat Romanoff, Stuart Schachter, Jay Sharoff, Gerald Schreiber, Joey Smith, Rabbi Jack Stern, Jack Talsky, Arnold Weissman, Stella Zelaznik. If there is a name that you would add to our memorial, or if I have inadvertently mispronounced the name of your loved one, kindly speak their name at this time. We invite the congregation to rise to join the mourners in our midst in carrying these memories. The words of the Mourner's Kaddish may be found on page 598. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shmei Rabbah, be'alma divra chirutei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayechon uv'yomechon uv'chaye dechol beit Yisrael, ba'agala uv'izman kariv v'imru amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mevarach le'alam ulalmei almaya, yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar v'yit'aleh v'yithalal shmei t'kucha brichu, le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, da'amiram be'alma v'yamru amen. Yehei shlama Rabbah min shemaya v'chayim aleinu v'kol Yisrael, V'imru Amen. Oseh Shalom bimromav. Hu ya'aseh Shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. V'imru Amen. Hu oseh Shalom bimromav. Hu ya'aseh Shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Ve'imaru, ve'imaru, Amen. You may be seated. It's been our pleasure to share the Bema this evening with our temple president, Warren Haver.
Brief announcements this evening. I'd like to thank our greeters, Eve and Jay Landau, for greeting us. Tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. we have in-person in the Sifriah or via Zoom Torah study. Passover services are on Tuesday, April 23rd at 10 a.m. and the Yitzkor for Passover services is Monday, April 29th at 10 a.m. We also have adult learning with Rabbi Blake on Thursday, May 2nd at 10:15 via Zoom. Shabbat Shalom.
We'll conclude this evening with a Seder song to get us in the spirit. The song, ultimately, of gratitude of everything in our life that is more than enough. Dayenu. The congregation rise. Ilu hotzi hotzianu hotzianu. Let me get that key again. I'm having trouble finding it. There it is. We'll start it again. That's on me, not on you. Ilu hotzi hotzianu hotzianu mi Mitzrayim hotzianu mi Mitzrayim dayenu day dayenu day dayenu day dayenu 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 day dayenu day dayenu day dayenu 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 ilu natan natan lanu natan et Shabbat natan lanu et Shabbat dayenu dayenu day dayenu day dayenu 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 day dayenu day dayenu day dayenu dayenu dayenu.
We'll join together in Kiddush with gratitude for the sweetness of this Shabbat, the last one before Passover. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu, v'shabbat kodsho be'ahava uvratzon hinchilanu, zikaron lema'aseh v'reshit, ki hu yom techila lemikra kodesh, zecher litziat Mitzrayim, ki banu bacharta ve'otanu kidashta mikol hamim, ve'shabbat kodshecha be'ahava uvratzon hinchaltanu. Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh haShabbat.
Amen.
L'chaim.
For our last challah.
That's right, you got matzah next week, so be excited about the challah tonight.
It's a good one.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom.